that's really all. Just some headlines. Let's see what we got so far. Put that over there. We got a man arrested after crashing into a home during police chase in East St. Louis. Okay. It say right here a St. Clair County man was arrested overnight Friday after crashing his vehicle into a house during a police pursuit in East St. Louis. Okay, according to the Madison County Sheriff's Department, the pursuit began around about 2:40 in the morning in Venice. Okay, the pursuit continued southbound Route 3, Brooklyn, before ending in that over real quick. Too much going on right there. Before ending over there in where they ended at East Saint, yeah. So at some point during the pursuit, police say the fleeing suspect traveled over a set of railroad tracks. Okay, causing him to lose control and crash into a house. Okay, the pursuit ended. The officers say they recovered a loaded firearm, took the man in custody. Additionally, police say that the investigation showed the man had indicated that he has been under the influence at the time of the crash. According to the police, the man was transported to a nearby hospital and treated for injuries he sustained in the crash. He was out here trying to fireball the police out there in Venice. He was out here trying to fireball the police in Brooklyn and crashed in East St. Louis. Hit some tracks, and everybody know these tracks is taller than me out here, boy. You run across them tracks at a high speed, you have no choice but to run into a house. Lose control of that thing and run into the house. You had a firearm on you, allegedly. They say they recovered a firearm, took you into custody. They said you were allegedly under the influence at the time of the crash, but to the people's house you crashed into at almost 3 in the morning, they don't care about none of that. You could have killed somebody. You should have pulled that thing over, and you should have pulled that thing over, okay? Because trying to outrun the police, okay? And don't get away and crash into somebody's house, man, you out here tripping. You deserve to be on this channel because you out here tripping. They ain't say no names, okay? But that's crazy. That's crazy work. That's crazy. Anyway, moving on, we got the Brentwood police warn shoppers of a theft trend going on around here. There's a theft trend going on. The Brentwood Police Departments tell that they see a pattern of thefts where people they taking purses, wallets, cell phones, credit cards from unattended shopping carts. So if you out here shopping, do not leave your phone, your wallet, your purse. Don't leave none of your stuff in the cart and go walk over there and look at something that's on sale. You stay with your stuff. Take the cart with you, or at least take your belongings with you. How are you out here shopping with all your stuff in the cart and you just wander off somewhere and leave all your stuff right here? Okay? I don't understand that because, it's possible, okay? I can see it being possible, but there is no way you should be leaving your stuff in no shopping cart and just walking off, or leaving your shopping cart unattended. Like, what is that? What? I get out the car at the gas station, I'm blocking that thing up, and when I get back, I want all my stuff still in my car, okay? man, we gotta do better. Okay? Because some of this stuff is like common sense. Like, you gotta use your head, people. You gotta use your head. If you're shopping and you putting all your stuff in this cart and you want to walk over there, you take your cart with you. What are you doing? Moving on, we got one. The police investigating an overnight burglary at a gun store. They out here broke into the gun store. Okay? They have broken into the gun store. Multiple guns were stolen. And they said they got information on a possible suspect, but this was Crown Guns located over there off of 94. Crown Guns. They had broke into there and took multiple firearms. Streets just got a little more unsafe. Okay? A little more unsafe because they got straps out there. They ain't say how many, but it's a gun store, and y'all know these gun stores be having plenty. So, and why? Okay, if you own a gun store in a potential high crime area like this, how is them weapons accessible? Hold on, what's the word? Accessible after hours? Like, I don't understand. They even got fake phones in the phone store, so you break in the phone store, you end up grabbing fake phones. Like, it's a gun. I mean, get your stuff together over there at that Crown Gun store. Moving on, we got an argument between brothers. Leads to a deadly shooting in Overland. Why are you gonna shoot your brother over an argument? What is going on in Overland? An Overland man faces murder charges after police say he shot and killed his brother during the argument. What? You done shot your brother and you got charged with a second degree murder and armed criminal action in connection with the shooting death of his brother. What? I got brothers and we argue all the time. Okay, I ain't finna kill him over no argument. They say you shot him in the chest. Allegedly, when they arrived, they found the man suffering from a gunshot wound to the chest. The victim was pronounced dead at the area hospital a short time later. Not only are you going to jail for a very long time, but you got to sit there and think about your brother. Okay? Your brother, even when times was good, when times was bad, he's still your brother growing up, and that's your brother. So I don't understand why you would shoot your brother. Is crazy work. That is crazy. You were out here shooting your brother. That is, I'm at all. Okay, I'm at all. Okay, you out here tripping. Okay, and you can just think about, or people that's not in that situation, because that's allegedly, but think about going to jail for a long time. Okay, think about how many times you're going to think about your brother during that whole long time you in jail. Okay, over an argument. And it could be something stupid. And you're going to sit there like, I messed up. Your brain going to get to you, okay, before your time in jail ends. You mentally not going to be the same when you get out, okay? You're not going to be the same. Okay, moving on, we got, okay, a St. Louis charity leader convicted of stealing $11 million meant for hungry children. What? Connie Bobo was found guilty of stealing millions meant to feed low-income St. Louis children and use it to buy a mansion and other luxuries. Like, what? What? It's kids. Okay, the poverty level around here is really high. Okay, it's really high. It's a not rural area, but we aren't living the best we could live out here. Okay, and we struggling like everybody else. I want to know. Okay, I want to know some more about this because, hold on. A former executive director of St. Louis nonprofit was convicted Thursday, nearly 2 years to the day she was federally indicted for stealing millions of dollars to feed low-income children. Connie Bobo, record them names, I told y'all. The jury found her guilty of all 8 counts listed in the indictment: wire fraud, aggravated identity theft, obstruction of official proceedings. She worked as a director, okay, of New Heights Community Resource Center, which was meant to provide meals to low-income school-age children after school during the summer when these kids ain't got. See, because these kids, once school let out, okay, because school they gonna make sure your kids get a small but decent breakfast, okay, a small but decent lunch, but they gonna eat, okay, they got a chance to eat while they in school, okay, and so this program that Miss Connie worked for, they made sure that school-age children had something to eat during the summer, okay? During summertime, when they don't know where their next meal come from, this foundation, New Heights Community Resource Center, which on paper looks like a great resource center, great, okay, to make sure these kids got something to eat in the summertime when they know they're not going to school and not getting them little school lunches and breakfast. That is a great resource center, an idea for this community. Okay, so the resource center allegedly didn't know about this whole situation. Well, $11 million is missing. Okay, they didn't know. Okay, all right. So let's moving on. Okay, according to the indictments, okay, Bobo fraudulently claimed to serve at least 3 million meals that was never actually served during a 3-year span. Prosecutors said fraudulent charges netted around $11 million from Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services. Okay, they say in the indictment that Bobo used $4.3 million to purchase a nearly $1 million home for herself and homes for her relatives that made $2.2 million in commercial retail estate. Man, what in the world is you doing? You got houses for your people and yourself, but you went, hold on, it's more. Spent the money on luxury goods. And she gave 1.4 to her romantic partner. Oh. Bobo gave 1.4 to her boo-boo. She gave 1.4 to her boo-boo. She made sure her people had houses, investments. She made sure she had a $1 million home for herself, but them 3 years of meals, nearly 3 million meals for kids that supposed to have got something to eat but never did, don't care about your mansion. Okay? They don't care about your relatives and your investments in real estate and all that. They don't care about you giving 1.4 to your boo thing. They went 3 years without the meals you said you gave them. $11 million. So whatever happens with you, Miss Bobo, hey, I mean, you know, that
What are
is
you?
crazy work. Moving on. We got 2 toddlers shot in North St. Louis in less than 24 hours. What? Parents arrested in one case. What? 2 toddlers shot in North St. Louis in less than 24 hours. What is going on out there? 2 toddlers were shot in separate incidents 18 hours apart in North St. Louis, promoting community leaders to demand urgent action against gun violence. I don't blame you at all right there. 2 toddlers, just 1 and 3 years old, were shot in St. Louis. They say both shootings could have been prevented, and community leaders are calling for urgent action. Let's get something done right now because our babies are getting shot, okay? And the first shooting happened over there in St. Louis, in Hamilton Heights neighborhood, outside of Phillips 66 gas station on Martin Luther King Drive. I told y'all that them gas stations is notorious. I don't even walk in and pay with cash. I got my card. I'm going to hit that card at the pump. I'm going to get back in my car until it's done. And I'm not finna fill up there. And I'm finna put $20, $25, $30, and I'm throwing that gas pump back on that thing, and I'm getting out of there. Because these gas stations is dangerous. They like a shooting range. Okay? Police say the 1-year-old boy was inside the car with his parents when they got into a confrontation with another group of people at the gas station. Okay, during the investigation, police got video of the incident, okay, where the same group were involved in another incident, okay, shortly after, okay, where the police say they approached the same people involved in the fight. Police say the group approached the couple's car and then ran off. The toddler father said he heard gunshots and fired his own gun, exchanging fire. And one of his bullets struck his son in the foot. Wow, one of his own. So he pulled out, said he heard shots, so he was shooting back, and one of his own bullets shot his own kid in the foot. How you shoot your own kid in the foot? What? The child was rushed to the hospital. The father, 23, and the child's mother was 20. Both of them was taken into custody. Okay. Later on, Cameron Jefferson Sr., 23, was charged with 1 count of felony child endangerment, first degree. Detectives say the father tried to leave the hospital, but security stopped him. He tried to get up out of there. But security like, no, you wait right there. You don't leave just yet. You got some people that might want to talk to you, my man. Okay. They gave conflicting statements what led up to the shooting, but surveillance video helped investigators piece together the events. The incident happened in the same area where another 1-year-old girl was shot just last month. I don't know, these Arlington Grove Apartments, whatever. Man, look. that case, the police say the girl's father initially told detectives that someone fired into their apartment. Still, neighbors say he later admitted his gun went off accidentally shooting her in the arm. So your gun accidentally went off in the apartments. That's what they said. And you done shot your own daughter in the arm. Like, he shot his kid in the foot. You done shot your kid in the arm a month ago. Two different situations, but still, wow. People are outraged by this. Okay, as they should be. This community deserves to be just as safe as downtown or the Central West End, because you don't hear about all this going down where it's money at. You don't hear about all this shooting and gas station. I go down the Central West End and pump a full tank of gas. I get out, smile, I leave my car running. Won't nothing happen to it at all. But I would not, if I'm not in the Central West End, would not leave my car running. I don't even get out if I could pull up like the ATM and pull up a little more and put the gas in, I'd do that. Alright, but just around 18 hours later, another child was shot. This time a 3-year-old boy in some more apartments a little over a mile away from Wednesday's shooting. Okay. Police say the boy's guardian was cleaning out his closet, left a gun unsecured. The child got hold of it and actually shot himself in the hip. Wow. Okay, wow. Like, what? You was cleaning out the closet and you left your gun unsecured, and the child got the gun and shot himself. 3 years old, shot himself in the hip. Wow. The child's guardian was distraught. Okay, I bet. Shit, I bet you was. Shit. But the police believe it was an accident, but detectives will determine if any charges are wanted. Okay. Wow. The sergeant say sergeants say both incidents highlight the need for parents and guardians to safely store their firearms. Okay. Which, I believe in, but if you got a gun safe and you bought your gun in the gun safe, and with this being a high crime area, somebody try to come in your house or something was to transpire, you have to get up, go to the gun safe, open the safe, get your gun, get it prepared, and get ready. And stuff happens like that out here. We need to figure out, ways to safely store firearms where children and adult children don't have access to them. Okay, because some of these stores are adult children. Okay, and I'm not too sure about all this. I'm not too thrilled about all these kids getting shot. Okay, but it's the news. I'ma see it. I'ma report it. Okay, simple as that. But that's gonna be the end of today's video, everybody. So like, subscribe, comment, share. Tell a friend, ear to ear is the quickest way to get these videos around. Okay, cause I'm reporting now. I'm reporting the news to whoever doesn't have access to it. I'll probably miss these stories. I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna keep these videos coming. So with that, Around the Block News with your host, Mr. One and Only. Peace.